Mhm. Mhm.
Back and out.
like so we have those particular event include my user. So I became on level one equal to zero. So this one level will be going to return the minimum object that are required to type the unit corresponding to so our final count will be the actual desired. So I will declare this one equal to zero. Now I'm going to find the end of it. So I will keep my desired. Will be or equal to length of s. So this is the string argument that was possible to integrate function. So I am going to find the length and store it in variable length. I will be finding length of length now I will take the reply. I have two functions here. So let's say first function search. So search will take the keypad as key diamond, first argument, and then next will be let's say we have a keypad diamond now I want to find the index values of 5. So index will be first row first so index oriented row and column value 5 to 1,000. So to find this, I will use this function. So it takes the argument as keypad argument and then it takes another argument that we want to find index of desired so I will look keypad from trying to get the field. So trying to get the column. So we are starting from each variable and for getting the field, so we are talking each column by column. Now, so I will check whether say if pass that will be fine. So I will check whether the 9 equals 5. So whether this equals to 5. So I will that will be from start of the matrix to end of the matrix. So I need to do it like that. Whenever I see 5, then I will return to that couple which contains the row value and the column value. So here 5 is 5 can be seen here in first or first one. So couple will be returned from the first function. So this couple will be sent to the function. So I have the kind of the kind of will be one class of because we have still keep that so very that will have 9 so we don't necessarily have but if you observe this function then we consider this as out of square so we have program the so after we define we enter this function and we out of square actually here we are using frequency so it's so I have used this function. Gap function. So what does this gap function will take? So gap function will take two apples. So actually I will write here. Here it's so apple here means here apple will have two arguments. Apple is also first index will store the value, second index will store the order. So for example, apple becomes 1 from 1. Then apple 1 from 1 is 5. So 1 will be over 5. 1 will be half. So that will be now here we need to find the gap between two gap will be for 0,0, we have the value 9, and 2,2 we have value 4. So we need to find out the information between these two so I'm going to this was the value of the program and we will program. So I suspect and we have here option, we have here option. In this case, the maximum value of the difference is we are having. So let's say we have 0, 4, 2, so if you subtract give me no difference, no difference, some difference will be so we won't get the both okay. So for that, for seven, one comma, 0,0, will get will get so 0, 1. So difference is how difference is so maximum value is so 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 it we are going to do yeah interaction. So it will be so here we can analyze so the key parameters right the now finally will be having to it last level and the next last level will be so uh, the first is given that so and so when you take when you take next first letter you know that so LBI this is zero and again first entry will be now in this table eight of four to last eight of four will be not we are the next way the so last week you are now yes. So when we compute I equal to 0 then I will be divided by 1. So when it's I equal to 1 it goes to else 1. Now we find the first mix value of the we find the index of the first value of r. So here we have index of we have created we find the index of where it is between 0 and 1. That will be written into this star. Previously we have index of now we have having index of so we have 4 here we have we have so we will take 2 here 1 here 2 here and then we go to 7. So 7 to 7. We will having so function gap will take the responsibility and the gap this one. Okay. See here we have completed the impact. So I will be adding that impact into our comparison. So that will be remaining out. this next function, this next variable will be get focus we have completed it. So the next value for 2 will become previous value for 3. The next value of 2 will be previous value for 3 because we need to find the value of 1. So that's the reason why we are using this last variable and we are appending next to last to use it for solution. We will be implementing by I by 1. And again we will since it is not a yes, then we will go to the after going to the stuff, then again we will find the gap between the next and again. Then I will append it to so by this way we will complete from I equal to 0 to I equal to yeah. So this is the way our program works. So I hope it will be understood. Should I put this back to understand this problem? Writing to now I'll be going to start the and I will going to start the so I will come back. So I will write now
చెప్పరా చెప్తున్నావా
Yeah, well, coming to the first problem, that is keyboard. Yeah, well, based on the question, I have a one logic, that is, I have just written. Actually, I need to explain the logic first, but I have a small dot on it. So, firstly, I have written code and I have seen whether it is working or not. Yeah, it's working properly. So, first of all, I would like to just give the logic and then I want to explain the entire code. And okay, let's get started. Yeah, well, coming to the first question, that is keyboard. The based on the question, that is, I need to find the time between each location. Like, suppose we have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. This is a keyboard, just like a lock, which needs to where uh, a passcode, nothing but a string need to be typed in, so that maybe the door will be opened or we can have an entry into the building. So coming to this thing, how much well, I just need to find that how much time it will take to type the string and get the door or building entry into the building. So coming to this one, based on the question, when we are in the current location, so when we tap on the first location of the keyboard, it takes 0 time, 0 seconds of time. And when we move from current location to next location, it will take here that there are two cases. That is, one is where if you move to adjacent location, nothing but adjacent node, and another is non-adjacent node. If you move from current location, first location to adjacent node, it will take 0 seconds time. And if you sorry, it will take 1 second time. If you the first location for moving on to first location, the default location, it will take 0 seconds time. From moving uh, the default location to adjacent location, it will take 1 second time. From moving uh, default location to some non-adjacent location, it will take 2 seconds time. So from entire the process will be repeated continuously, and until the entire string is typed onto the typed on keyboard. So coming to this one, I just need to find here the entire time to take that has been taken to type the string. Well, for that I have, when coming to this one, the code here, this is my code. So for this I have taken this three functions that you can see here. So coming to this, the first function is the default function that has been given by the system, that is entry time. This is the entry time function, and the second thing is that count function, and the third function is that space function. I have used three functions here. For what purpose, I will just explain this one. So the space function will find what is the main use of this space function. I have written here is that means the space function will find the gap between the two nodes or two locations. It will find the gap between the two nodes or two locations. Fine. And coming to the count function will return the index of each node. Suppose we have taken an example of, suppose we have this is a 3. So it will return the index of this particular 3. Or if you have taken 6, it will return the index of this particular 6. And the space function will return, suppose if we have 1 and 3. So here 1 is a default location, for example. And suppose we have next, we are going to the third location, that is 3. So it will find the gap between 1 and 3, that is the gap between 1 and 3 is 1. So in such a way to find the gap between 1 and 3, the space function will find the gap, and the count function will find the index position. And coming to this one, that is our main function, this one, the entry time function. So the entry time function mainly finds the how much time uh, we take to move on to certain location. Like suppose now for default we are in first location, that is the default when we are in, when for going to the default location, it takes 0 seconds of time. So it will find the 0 seconds of time. Next, suppose we are moving from default location 1 to, suppose we are going to 2, that is adjacent location. It will find that is 1 second, right? So it will find the time between going from one default location 1 to and adjacent location 2. You find the time between these two particular nodes. So the main use of this entry time function is that it will find that time from moving from one node to, or one location to another node or another location. So that's the main logic that I am using. So based on the count function, that is which will return the index values of each node, and the space function which will return the gap between two nodes, based on, by using these two functions, by applying these two, by using these two functions with this particular main function, that is entry time. So when we apply here, what the thing that happens is that when we have a string, suppose we have a string like, suppose let's take sample case 0. So we have string like 423692. So yeah, the 4. So first we will move on to 4. right? Yes. So when it will move on to 4, the default, it is a default location. So the value of default location is always 0. So I have given here, you can see that 0, I is equal 0. So if I is equal 0, it will take the time, it will find this function will, this anytime function will find the this anytime function will find the time for the default location, that is 4, as 0, and it will store in flag value, and then it will move on to next location, that is 2. So when it move on to next location, that is 2, it will find the gap between 4 and 2 by using we can find the gap between 4 and 2 by using the space function. And uh, yeah, we will have no gap, and it will the index of 2 will be written by count function, and now we have index value and gap value. So we will add up by using these function. We will add in the else block this index function and gap value, so we will get final value, that is time, for moving from moving first location, that is 4, to next location, that is 2. You will have now this function will find time, and it will be stored in flag. So the first flag value and the second flag value, that is first time and second time, will be added in such a way, like 0, first time is 0 and second time is 2. So in such a way it will be added and will be stored in flag. Next it will the value of I will be repeated. Next will go move on to third location, same, it will find the index value as well as gap value, and it will add, and it will the total sum will be added to the flag. So now we will have 0 plus 2 plus 1. In such a way the entire process will be repeated, and the end of the this function, we will have the flag value, that is it will completely return the flag value, which is the total 0 plus 2 plus 1 plus 2 plus 2 plus 1, that is 8 seconds. That's all about the logic. And coming to code, yeah, you can see now here. Yeah, well, I will show you my code completely and I will execute it. Yeah, well, that's fine. uh, this is a space function, and this is a count function. You can see the count function here. This is a space function, and I have already explained this one. And this is the entry function. This is the main function. This is a built-in. So I have 3 functions here. I'm just executing it. You can see here I'm running it. You can see here that I'm running here. You can see that the input string is 423692. This is the default string and the default values for keyboard. And you can see that my output is 8, and my expected the expected output is also 8. So these both are matched. So I think when we go to test cases, 0, test case 0, and test case 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I think all the test cases has been passed. I think my code is run successfully, so it's a bit happy for me. All the discuss pass it. But thing is that I have taken a lot of time, as a small errors what made some complex thing for me. So a bit worry, but finally I got the code, got successfully run it. Yeah, well, you can see the output, expected output is fine, and the disk is all been fine. Yeah, well, I'm submitting the this code also. You can see here. Before that, I would like to even what uh, all disk cases you can see here. All the disk cases has been passed. Yeah, fine. I would like to give the custom input also. So this is the custom input. I would like to use something 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, something else, and I would like to say make some changes here, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So when we run it, so I run it. Else you can see here. Yeah, well, you can see 3, 4, 5, 6. This is the input which is given by me. This is a custom input. The output is 7. The expected output should be 7, and now my output also 7. So I think all the test case, so it is running successfully. And when we look into test cases, that is for my input, that is it is also passing all the test cases. So I think my code is absolutely fine. As I have, but maybe I have taken a lot of time. Nearly I have taken 1.5 hour time to get this one. So but no problem. I have more 1 hour to I need to solve another question also. I've seen that question also. Yeah, it's quite easy one, not at all a problem for me. But yeah, when it comes to coding, errors are is a common things, and it takes time. So no problem. I'm going slowly and comfortably and softly. So I will solve another question also. So this is the thing I have completed. I think I have finished my first question well. All I think I have got all the tests passed also. It's a good thing for me. And finally, I would like to explain my code now, and I will submit the code, and I will move on to next question. Yeah, well, coming to my code, what I have done is that, as I have already said that how what the problem, what the logic is, what the problem is, and what I need to find, and what my logic is. So when I go on, if we get into code, that is, you can see here we have this space function. First of all my code has three functions. That is, one is space function, which will find the gap between two nodes or two locations, and I have another function, that is count function. That is I have another function, that is count function. That is something, but it will find the index of each node. Fine. And now I just have the main function, that is entry time function. That is for entering from one location to another location, how much time it will take. So it will find the time between entering from one location to another location. So this is the main thing. This is the main function, which will find the entire time from moving from first character of the string to last character of the string, and it will find complete time from all the things. Yeah, well, you can see the main function, which will find the complete time of entry time for entering the entire passcode or nothing but string for entering into the building. Fine. So when we come to this function, first of all, I would like to explain what this space function will do. Nothing but the space. What this space function will do means, we have here written max of abs and x of 0 minus 5 of 0, comma abs absolute value of x of 1 minus 5 of 1. So why I have written this one means, it will find the gap between two nodes. Suppose x of 0, suppose we have taken 0 0 value, this is a matrix, and 0 0 0 means 9, and we'll take 0 1 1 means 0 0 this one, 1 1 means the first 0th row 0th column, and first row first column is this one, right? Yes. So it will find the gap between this one and this one, so in such a way. So in between the minimum in between, it will find the minimum value, nothing but. So moreover, so to say simply, the space function will find I have mainly written the space function to find the gap between two nodes for checking. Like, suppose we are in the default location of 4, and we want to move to next location, that is 2. First the default location is 4, right? Yeah. Now we are moving to second one, that is here. So this is adjacent or not. How can we know that it is adjacent location or a non-adjacent location? By using the space function. If the space between these two nodes, I will find the space between these two nodes. If the space between these two nodes is 1 or 0 or more than 1, so if it is 0, it is called as adjacent function. If it is 1 or 2 or more than 1, it is called as non-adjacent function. So in such a way, I have differentiated between these two by using the space function. I think you have got what I am saying. I have written this space function, and then let's moving to count function. So why I have written this count function means, mainly here I need to return the index of each and every position, right? So I need to return the index of fourth position, second one, third, 6, 9, 2. So I need to return the index of each and every position. So I have taken the count function. This is for I in range of 3, this for j in range of 3. So it will rows, columns, and then if logs of I comma j equal to x. So we will take the value of x, and it will be assigned. It will be compared with each and every value of the matrix, like 9, 2, 3, 8. Suppose x value is something 5. So it will check for each and every value of the matrix. So first, starting from 0 0 0 1 0 2 1 0 1 1 1 2 2 0 2 1 2 2. In such a way, it will check each and every location of the matrix. When it is both are equal, then to return that particular index. I think you got it what I'm saying. So the main thing of this count function is that it will return the particular index. It is mainly, I have written mainly this function for returning the particular index. Fine. I think you have got it. Moreover, coming to the entry function. So why I have written this entry function is that, as I have already said, that it will return the entire time to type the string on the keyboard, right? Yes, fine. So coming to this one, firstly, I have taken the one variable called k. I have given assigned a value 0 to k, and then I have taken another what we call variable called logs. That is, logs nothing but just like a values of keys. So I have taken a list that is none for I in range of 3, for j in range of 3. I have taken two for loops. Fine. Suppose in this when come to this one, for I in range of 3, this is one rows column. For j in range of 3, another rows column. So it will check for 0 0 0 1 0 2 in such a way. So logs of I comma j equal to keypad of k. So it will check the value of k with the value of matrix, that is I comma j. It will check each and every location in the matrix. When these both are equal, we will increment the value of k by 1. That is k is equal to k plus 1. Nothing but k plus equal to 1. We will increment when these two values logs of I comma j equal to keypad of k. When these two values are equal, then we will increment the value of k. So next, suppose let it be on hold. Let's move on to next one. That is I have taken another variable called flag. So which will I have taken this flag variable means this flag variable mainly what does it do means I have just taken any variable we can take. I have just taken flag. So what does it do means it will store the entire time values entire time of each and every nodes. So from moving from one location to another location, first location, so in first space, so how much time it will take, and it will store the flag will store that particular time. Then next location it will add and it will store. Next coming to the other location, it will add and it will store. And then now we have string yes. We will find the length of the string and it will be stored in the variable. Maybe I have taken n, and then I have taken another variable that is I equal to 0. Initially I have given the I value as 0. Then I have taken a loop, so it will check the if the I value is less than the length of the string only, it will enter into the loop. I have taken two conditions, that is if and else. So if I equal to 0, end equal count of logs comma s of I. So else in else of we have three lines, that is after equal to count of logs comma s of I, and flag is called flag plus space of after comma end, and end equal to after. So why I have written these two things, why mainly I have taken while loop means for the first location you can see here the value should be definitely 0, because as it is default location the value should be 0. If it is 0, suppose we have taken the value of I, so first initial value of I, that is 4. So if it is equal to 0, directly we need to get the value 0, right? So it will go to count function. Where is the count function? It is the count function. So it will find the value of particular value of I. The I is now 4, so it will found the index of 4 by using the count function. So it will return the index of this particular value. So count function will be executed and with the index of this particular value, that's it. So it will return the while function will return the what index of this particular value, and it will store in the flag, right? Yes, it will store in the flag. Next, or else, next if you take second, suppose now the value is 2 now, second question, so it will fail. Then it will come to else condition after is called count of logs, and then again by using we will find the by using the count function we will find the I think for the first location there is no need to find the gap, because as the default location first location there is no need to find the gap for this one. So I have not written a gap function, this gap logic for this one. I have not called a gap here. So when it comes to else function, if it is only the first location it will be executed. If it's not a first location, for only the first default location this if function will be executed. For all the remaining positions, that is 2 3 6 9 2, for from here 2 2 from 2 here, or for all this else will be executed. For only the first location, that is default location 4, it will the if condition will be executed, right? Yes, fine. And coming to this one else condition, well suppose now in the else condition we will have second condition, that is 2. So it will move on to count function. We have called just called the count function here by using the after is called count, and it will return the index of this particular 2 value. The index will be stored in after. The index will be the index of 2 will be stored in after. And then what we will do is that again we will call the space function here. So we have called a space function here. The space function will return the space between 4 and 2. The space function here mainly returns the space between 4 and 2. And what we are doing is that already we have the value of flag, that is something value, we have the value of flag at 0. Initially we have the flag value 0. So this what happens in this line means the value of flag, that is 0, will be added to the this space. That means we have in the space we have passed the argument after in the space. So by using how we are finding the space here, by using the index of two nodes, the after and end. By using the index of these two nodes we are passing the arguments after end as arguments to the space, and by using these two particular after and end we are passing into the space, and we are getting the gap between these two particular nodes by using the indexes. And then we will the flag initially has the value 0, and it will be added to the second that is actually it will find the gap between these two, and the gap and the initial first flag value and the first initial the flag value is 0, and the next the flag value will be 2, and these two will be added to the in the flag. So now the flag value becomes 0 plus 2 2. I think we got it. Firstly we just find the value of index of one particular these two, and it will be stored in after. After will be passed as a after is passed as a argument to the space function, this space function, and then this initially we have 0, this 0 value and this 2 value, these two indexes has passed as a arguments to space function, and we will now get the gap between these two functions. If the gap we just got the gap between these two functions, if the gap is 1 or more than 1, it is a the time will be one, what it is treated as non-adjacent node. If the gap is 1 or more than 1, if it is 0, then it is treated as adjacent node. So for adjacent node we will add 1 second, for non-adjacent node we have 2 seconds, right? Yes. So the flag value is essentially 0, and in this flag value the now it is a adjacent, it is not adjacent node, so the 2 seconds will be added. So 0 plus 2, initial flag value is 0, next flag value is 2, so 0 plus 2 will be 2. So then now flag contains the value called 0 plus 2, that is 2. Fine. After that we will increment the I value, and this entire loop will while loop will be executed until it will check all the 4, 2, 3, 6, 9 to all, it will check all the conditions, and at the end we will get 0 plus 2 plus 1 plus 2 plus 2 plus 1, that 8 seconds. So the flag will return this way after completion of this while loop, that is after executing all these statements. So we will have the flag value, the final flag value, that which is nothing but addition of all these times, this times lapses, that is 8 seconds. So now the final flag value will contains 8 seconds. So this particular function, which is entry time function, will return final value called flag. The flag is nothing but time to type for particular string, whether it 423692 or any other string. It will, the flag function, this particular flag variable return the time which is taken to enter the any particular string that is on the keyboard. So finally I can say that I have taken three functions: count and space. Space function gap, it will return gap, and count function return indexes. By using the anytime function, we will find the addition of all the spaces to enter from one location to another location. So finally we have flag function. The flag function will return the entire time that is taken to enter or type some particular string onto the keyboard. That's all about this my code, and you can see it is running successfully. Yeah, well, I think I have explained perfectly, I think so. So even I'm ready to explain anytime, anywhere, again and again. Moreover, you can see I got all the discuss passed, and output, original output and output the same, and I have also taken the custom output, and it's all about my code. And I think I can submit right now, just because I have only I am just running out of time. It is already just 56 minutes left over. I need to go solve another question also. Yeah, well, you can see my code here. Yes, I have run it, and I have run all the custom on input also, custom input and default input. All this is passed, and we are just submitting this one now. Yeah, well. You can see all the test cases got passed, right? Yes, all the test cases was passed. I'm just submitting my code here. You can see that. Yes, yes, I have submitted my code. Well, I'm submitting it again. Well, yeah, well, I have just finished my first question. Now I'm moving on to my next question, that is slanted cipher. I have already read this question. I have certain logic in my mind, but I don't know whether it's working or not. I will just try it. If it is working, I will go through that logic. If it is not working, I will think another logic and I will write, because as there is a very less time for me, that is only 54 minutes left over for me. So I just need to uh, think about it, and I need to come back very fastly, and I should write the code, I should explain the logic, and I should write the code, and I explain the code also. Yeah, well, so I don't want to waste my time more. So I think I have finished my first question well. That is, I have explained the logic, and I have written the code, and I have explained the code, and I have submitted it. I got all the discuss passed. I am very happy for that. So yeah, let me go on to second question. That's fine. Yeah, well, coming to second problem, just 9 minutes left over. I just need to complete it this fast. So I want to explain my logic. I have already written my code. You can see here. Just already yeah, you can see here that there is a built-in function. Sorry, there is a function decode string. So I just finished this function. That's it. It's a small code. It's a simple one. Just one function. I have written my code, my logic in this function, and it has executed. You can see here. So first of all, I would like to explain the logic, and then I want to show my code and execute it, and I want to submit it, and then I want to explain. Sorry, I want to execute it and show you all the test cases pass it. I have checked already. I'll pass it all the test cases. Fine. And moreover, then afterward, I would like to explain my code, and then I will submit, and that's all about things. I want to make it fast because there is only 9 minutes left over for me. Sorry for I've taken a lot of time, but at the end I have got all the test cases passed it, and I have finished my code well. It's happy for me. Well, get into this one. Come to this one. What the actual thing of this question is that first of all I just need to take a string from the user. First of all I need to take number of rows, and then from a string from the user, and afterwards you can see here a number of rows and then a string from the user, right? Yes. Then afterwards what I need to do is that just I need to suppose I have taken this is a string that is HLOWRD underscore EL underscore OL. So the only thing is that what I need to do is that I need to make the string in such a way that is hello world, that is hello. Well, that means I need to take the string, I need to store it in some matrix form, and then afterwards I just need to add each and every character in a diagonal manner. So this is the actual question given. So for that, what the logic I have taken is that you can see I will say very fastly. So I have taken a function. So the function is called decode string function. Number it will contains two arguments, that is in number of rows. One is and one is encode string. One is string and one is number of rows. Fine. So in this function I have three for loops. That is I have for your convenience I have you can see here this for loop number one, for loop number two, and for loop number three. So one thing I'm going to do is that first of all I have a number of rows in my hand from the user and also a string from the user. So I will take that string, so I will find the length of the string, and then I will copy that length will be in one variable that is called z, and now I will have the z contains the length of the string. Then I have columns that the columns will return the sorry, I will find the columns by using number of rows, z by number of rows. So z is the length of the string by number of rows. So I already have the number of rows. So so that I will get the value of column, and after that I will take one variable that is w is equal 0, and then some I will have some list that is called loops, and which will have two for loops. And moreover, then so just I'm saying very fastly the code, the logic of this code. I have for loop number one, for loop number two, for loop number three. So what I'm going to do is that in the first for loop, what I'm going to do is that I have one matrix. Sorry, I have a string. I will take the string from the user, and moreover after that just I will split the string into I will find the column and number of rows and number of columns for that particular string, and then I will form a matrix and will store entire string into the matrix. In a matrix format, I will store the each character of the string in the matrix format, and then what this is the main first for loop is that it will store the matrix of the string in the string characters in the matrix form. And then come to second for loop. What I will do in the second for loop means just I will by using this for loop I will now we have a matrix in which contains all the characters in the matrix. So what I'm going to do, you can see here that sorry, I can show you. So you can see now I have a matrix like this, and each character is stored in the matrix. So what I'm going to do with this second for loop is that I will just merge each and every character. I will just go on merging each and every character in my string which is in the matrix format. So first of all I have yum. So actually I have stored in such a way yum, n, e in a rows column, in a rows column, in such a way I have stored. But now by using second for loop, what I'm going to do is that I will merge each and every character in a diagonal format, like yum, y, then after some space, then n, then a, then yum, then e, then space, I, s space. In such a way, I just do this by using this for loop. That's it. So I will get the by end of this for loop, I will get a string in such a way like hello world. So I will get in such a way like hello world. But in space of here space, I will get a what I will go underscore. I will get just underscore here. So now I will get almost I just got a string in hello world, but I will get a underscore here. So by using third for loop, what I'm going to do is that I will just remove this underscore by using this third for loop, and I will just insert a space in place of underscore. So what my third for loop will do is that it will just remove the underscores from my string, and it will just add in spaces in place of underscore. Where we find the underscore, it will add spaces by using third for loop. This is the main logic. So just we are taking a string, finding number of rows, columns, and just writing those particular characters of string in a matrix format, and then I will just, by using second for loop, I'm just what I'm doing is that I'm just by using second for loop, by using first loop, I'm writing the string characters of string in a matrix format. By using the second for loop, I'm just merging each and every character of the string in a diagonal format. At the end of second for loop, I will have a string which with underscores. But by using third for loop, I will just remove underscores and add spaces in place of underscores. So by end of the for loop, I will get the desired string, which is hello world. This is all about my logic. And coming to code, yeah, 4 minutes or whatever. I want to just finish up this fast. So coming to this one, so you can see the code. That is, I have already have said that that is I have written the code. You can see that. First of all, I have taken a z variable, and then I have found the required string length. Then I have taken another variable called columns. I have found number. We have number of rows, and then multiplied by divided by z divided by number of rows. Quit columns, divided columns. After that, I have taken a variable called w is called 0, and then I have taken another variable called logs, which is a list, and then I have taken my first for loop and passed number of our rows, and for j in range of another first columns, I have passed calls, and for if logs of ij equal to encoded string of w is called increment. So this is just main for loop. This is a small thing you can easily understand. This is a for loop which is used to arrange the characters of string in a matrix format. Fine. Next, coming to second for loop, I have taken name from first string is empty string s is equal to 0. So for j in range of columns, I is equal to 0. So I have taken I values as 0, and while I less than number of rows and j less than columns. So for this, what I'm doing is that just I'm go on merging each. I'm taking first letter, that is h here. You can see h, and I'm just merging that h with e, and I'm going with I, then sorry, L, and again I am merging with L, and again matching O, and then space, and then double underscore, then W, then O, then R, then I, and D. In such a way, I'm just going on merging the string in by using second for loop. So one more thing, you will get the one doubt here, that is after we have H, we have E. So how we are going from, how we are jumping from H to E, just nothing but here we are incrementing the I value. I is equal I plus 1, j is equal j plus 1. So here first of all 0 0, and we are going to 1 1. So next next 0 1. 1 2, in such a way, we're just using these two, I is equal I plus 1, j is equal j plus 1. We are jumping from S to E, L to L, O to E by using these two conditions. And moreover, if now we are at, suppose we are at H, and then we are coming to E, then we are automatically going to this L position, not getting out of this matrix. How? By using these two conditions, while I less than a number of rows and j less than columns. By using these two conditions, when we reach end of the matrix in such a way, like suppose we are in E, at E, automatically it will be the loop will be the while loop will be terminated, and it will go to second iteration. That is, it come to here. That is, for j is called first value, j will get the second value and second iteration. So the first while loop, first iteration of while loop, second iteration of while loop, third iteration, fourth, fifth, sixth. In such a way, all the while loop is executed. We will get a merging of two lists, right? Yes. So then the second while loop, we will get a desired string, but with what? Underscores. By using for the third for loop, that string length, I will find the string length and put variable, and put is equal to of 0. And for loop, and if sfi is equal to underscore and sfi equal to some underscore, the put is plus equals put is equal to plus 1, elif this one, and final value. So by using by end of the for loop, I will get a desired string by removing all the underscores and adding removing underscores and by adding spaces. So for third for loop will remove all the underscores and it will add spaces to it one. So I have just 1 minute, so I'm finishing it fast. That's all about the this for loop. And finally we will have a put value, which will the entire desired string, that is hello world. This is the string we will get. That's all about my code. I'm just running it and executing for you. You can see it here. Oh, that's well, right? Compilation error. No, fuck off. Then of s, then number 46. Come on. Submit code. Yeah, well, I think I have submitted two codes. I have explained the first code and second code for logics for both the first code and second code, and I also have explain logic for first code and second code, and also I have written the first code and second code bit. I have taken a lot of time before this the two codes, but maybe I have started after 1 hour before actual time the exam has been started. After the 1 hour I have started writing the code, but the first problem has taken a lot of time for me. The second one is easy, so but the first one is also easy, but that some errors that I haven't find it, but lastly I got those errors and find those errors and fixed it. So, well, I want to end this. I have finished my exam well, and moreover, talking about the things. First code I have written. I have explained the logic. I think I have very well. I think I'm very confident that I have explained the logic very well, and I have written the code. I have executed all the test cases, and I have compiled my code successfully, and I have executed my code successfully. I got all the test cases passed, and I have shown to you also, and I have explained the program also. Each and everything I think I have done very well, and either for the first question or else for the second question, I have done for both the questions. I have explained logic, written the code successfully, compiled, executed, got all the test cases passed, and also explained the program also. Everything is done perfectly. Hope that I will be qualified in the next round. So hope to get the result as soon as possible with a positive result. Hope I will get selected. I think so. Thank you, sir.